And we have a great show lined up for you. I'm your host, Kim Jacobs, better known as the Balance Doctor. And all of our guests that come on, they're either people that have overcome some tremendous odds in their own lives as they balance this thing called life, or they're experts and they're here to share tips and strategies that will help you better balance and manage your life. Grab your virtual seats and let's get ready for some real relevant and relatable content on today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Hello and welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show. Listen, you guys are in for a treat today. So I don't even know what to say about this show to even kick it off because it is unbelievable to see what's going to happen today. You can relax, kick your shoes off, whatever you want to do because you are going to have one of the best times you have ever experienced. Right here on the Kim Jacobs Show, I have a man that is a mogul. He's a legend. He's someone, he's laughing in the background already. I can't even get through my introduction. Anyway, I have the cookie that never crumbles with me, Mr. Wally Amos.
You know, I brought my own kazoo, actually.
I was going to do a more elaborate introduction, but then he started laughing right now.
I like a kazoo instrument.
I'm so... How can I predict that this is going to happen? I'm serious. I cannot tell you that this is not staged. It's not pre-rehearsed. The show is just raw and candid. Right here, live and in action with Mr. Wally Amos. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm just so to be here.
So glad to have you here.
Charlotte.
In Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina. I spent a lot of time in Charlotte. And it's good to be back, you know. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to have you back.
Over there sitting there.
Yeah, some people here in the studio audience, one of his great friends and some other, his manager and travel, his agent is here as well, and Miss Trey Taylor, and she's just beautiful. So hopefully she'll come on camera for one quick second, but she's absolutely beautiful and such a sweetheart and has your best interest at heart.
I'll just
Thank
say
you, Trey.
I'll just say this about Trey, but it's really true. She is really one of the finest human beings I've ever.
That is wonderful.
Ever met. And to have her to be my manager, she thinks about it.
You know what? I can tell she really thinks highly of it. That's for sure.
It's challenging sometimes, hard, but that's what life is, you know.
I understand. Yes. So now you are like this really casual, relaxed kind of guy. You're not like this formal person that's so starchy or everything. So even when I tried to introduce you and talk about it, you laughed. What makes you that kind of big personality?
Well, because that's what life is. I mean, it's not. I'm not serious. But I am responsible. But I'm not. It's all temporary.
Right.
So I can't get crazy over things this or things that because it's not. And I'm just me.
When you say you just you, like you said, I'm just me. This is it. You get what you get.
You know, I was in show business for a really long time. Mm-hmm. So I know what show folks are like. It's
right.
Show.
Right. You're on for the moment, then you cut yourself off and you're a whole different person type of thing.
No, this is Wally. That's why I tell them, I'm not Mr. Wally. I'm just Wally.
I know when you said don't call you Mr. Wally, I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm not
used to respecting my elders, and I'm like, okay, on the show I have to call you Wally. Mm-hmm. Wally Amos.
But that's my name.
Right. And I'm Kim. So
what I am life. I'm Wally Life. Don't call me late for dinner. Call me anything else.
Anything else but being late for dinner, right? Well, I'm honored. I'm honored to have you here on the show. And I know you were, born and raised in Tallahassee. A lot of people know your story, and it's a tremendous story. Growing up, true story. I know. So not just like one of those based on made-up facts type of thing, but a real, true life story. And you were born and raised in Tallahassee, and then at the age of 12, if I'm not mistaken, you actually went on to live with someone who really helped kind of change your whole life.
Well, a thought just occurred to me that if that move had not taken place, then I wouldn't be sitting here. There never would have been a Famous Amos, because that move was to live in New York with Aunt Della.
Aunt Della.
And it was Aunt Della that absolutely introduced me to chocolate chip cookies.
And I mean, when you say introduced, like for me, when I say I was so excited about interviewing you, I was like thrilled, because I literally, and this is a confession moment, everybody, I literally eat chocolate chip cookies every single day. Warm baked chocolate chip cookies with extra Ghirardelli chocolate morsels. So if people say, well, I wonder why she can't lose weight, that's the flat out reason.
No. There's something else. There's another reason you can't.
Hey, don't. Wait a minute. What are you going to say?
No. I've eaten more chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, so you say there's another?
No, don't be putting that on chocolate chip cookies. No, I'm sorry. I'll leave right now. You don't care about that. No way. Are you kidding?
So let me go back and re-educate the community. I have other issues, okay? Let's just flat out face it. I do not have cookies are not sticking everywhere on my body to make me gain weight. I have other issues, and that's something that I'm going to have to look into. But cookies, this man, lean fighting machine, has been eating all of his life since he was a child, and he ain't gained no weight. So he's like,
don't ever tell anybody that chocolate chip cookies are bad, because it's a lie.
I agree. We're going to edit that. How about that? My son is shaking his head. He does the filming back there. He's like, we're not editing that, Mom. That's good stuff. I agree. But that makes me feel better. That means I have a medical condition or something. But it's nothing to do with my habit and my love for chocolate chip cookies. I love
chocolate chip cookies.
I love chocolate chip cookies, and I eat them every day.
I don't eat them every day. In my elder years, I began to. If I ate them every day, I couldn't get in this place yet. But they ain't that.
Right.
Hey, let's talk about something else.
No, we'll talk about something else. So when you actually, Aunt Della, when she gave you that love for baking, how did that whole thing start out for you? How did that work?
I mean, she didn't. I don't know how, in terms of that, but she made chocolate chip cookies. So
and you just stood in the kitchen with her and helped her, and
I don't know. So long I can't even remember. But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't even matter. All you know is that you developed a love for it.
I did, absolutely. And if it had not been for Aunt Della making chocolate chip cookies, then the Famous Amos and my love and my involvement with chocolate chip cookies
would have never even surfaced.
No.
But you know what? You had another love before you fell in love with the whole chocolate chip cookie concept, to the point where you actually let it catapult you to the next part of your life. From a business perspective, you actually was the first African-American talent agent for William Morris Talent Agency. How was that?
It was new. It was interesting. It was wonderful. And it wouldn't have. It just was great. I mean, and who would have thought that I would become known just for being in show business and all that stuff? And
I mean, it was a major accomplishment, because back in that time, you literally was the very first person. You were a pioneer, the trailblazer, and just so everyone that's watching, you know that he actually signed greats like Simon and Garfunkel. He signed Marvin Gaye, and you worked with the Supremes, and even actually Marvin Gaye was one of the first investors to invest in one of your standalone businesses. How did that work out?
No, it worked out fine. But I mean,
he's so modest. He's like, oh, it all was great.
No, that has nothing to do with being modest. I mean, it worked out.
Yeah.
So hard.
So you had people that supported you and wanted to
supported
support your dream and your goal.
Absolutely. But I also supported my dream and goal. There's so many people that have dreams, but they never move them forward. They don't have the confidence in themselves. The fact that I did that, I've never been show business. I know anything about show business.
But yet, rock and roll division, you took over. First of all, you took over a rock and roll division. It's like, basically what I'm understanding is that you didn't care what division it was. It was you behind the fact that it happened. because you believed and you had the confidence, is what I'm understanding,
Well,
right?
that's why everything happens with individuals. If you don't believe in you, then nothing's going to happen. So you have to, you can't guard this timid little soul that will not work for you.
So when did you know that, okay, you had this aunt that was just regular cooking in her kitchen and just doing something that she enjoyed, that she genuinely loved. She wasn't looking at it from a business perspective. She was looking at it as, this is what I do in my house with my family member. But then you then took the idea and turned it into something more. When did you decide that this is way more than just cooking in the kitchen?
I don't know. I can't pinpoint.
Right, I understand.
It's been, I'm blessed by having a long-lived life and a lot of wonderful stuff that happens. And life is just what life is what happens while you're waiting.
While you're waiting.
Something to happen. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. That life is just something that happens as you're waiting for the things to kind of unfold.
One thing falls in place of something else, and so, but when you're living it, you don't start. Oh wow, look at that! That was one. So that's
because at that time you're in a moment, and you don't even realize that this is such a critical piece of what could become so great. You know,
well, everything is a piece of what could become so great. You don't know which part is the real part of it.
But even if you don't know what part is the part that's going to be that thing that kind of pushes you to your destiny, per se, you picked off a very creative part, and you actually ended up doing something tremendous with it. You became famous Amos.
But I didn't become. I was.
You were famous Amos. You are famous Amos. You were it. You were him.
I called myself famous Amos, but I had love for chocolate chip cookies.
Yes, sir.
And love for promoting also. I love, and I don't have to think about promoting. I mean, I am promotion.
You are. I mean, you are. You did a great job of promoting other people to the point where they became famous.
But I did a greater job of promoting me.
You sure did.
But that was the idea,
right?
You know, without even that, to just show up with a client and just then I was my client.
Right.
So that's just the way it was.
But then you ended up realizing that if you can promote them, you can easily promote yourself.
As I was promoting them, oftentimes I was promoting myself.
Did you ever take cookies on any of those?
No, everywhere. That was my product.
So everywhere you went, when you went to represent Simon Garfunkel or Marvin Gaye or Diana Ross, any of the people that the notable greats, you took
wherever I went, I was promoting Wally before, as I promoted him, or before I promoted. It doesn't matter.
You were doing all of it simultaneously.
Because it's all happening then.
Right.
You know.
That's good.
And I had a great time doing it. I was blessed and thankful. But I screwed up too because I wasn't a good at that. You know.
Right. And that's what I mean. I've heard you tell that story where Kellogg ultimately took over the company. But to put it in your own words, what was that like for you?
It was not. It was just. It was a down period.
Yes, sir.
You know, and it's a sad period, but it's a learning period. You learn, and I'm still alive.
Yes.
You know?
82 years strong, right? 82.
82.
82 years old.
I'm still alive.
Yes, sir.
And I hope that my mistakes have been shared by others and prevented from pit holes that I've fallen
Yes,
into.
sir.
What I learned is you can have fun, and I think that's mandatory. If I don't enjoy myself, then nobody else is going to enjoy themselves. So I have fun with whatever I do, and I miss the big money part, you know.
Right.
But what I learned also is that, you know, money ain't the whole thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, It's important.
It's very important, but it's not the whole thing. Well, you know what? Actually, when I went back and I was looking at some footage of you talking about some of the things that you learned from losing that particular piece of your ownership, I was inspired because I've not seen too many people at your level admit to what they did that they felt was wrong and how they actually kind of bounce back from it. And so I was thoroughly impressed and inspired by what you were sharing. And to hear you say that this is just something that happened, it's a part of mismanagement that I dealt with or whatever. I learned from it, and I now went on and picked up the pieces of the puzzle and moved on to some additional projects.
Absolutely. And I've learned, I just learned so much.
In 82 years, I can only imagine.
And I don't know how you're supposed to feel at any juncture in your life, but God, I'm just so happy to be alive. I really am. You know, I just get choked up because I've had an incredibly wonderful life. I've learned a lot. I've helped a lot of people. I've made
so many people.
I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've done a lot of things right also. And I'm still alive and starting. I'm going to do it one more time.
Well, what are you going to do one more time?
Look at. These are.
Well, first of all, these are. Let me hold this up for you. Okay. There you have it. Describe what's happening. Okay. I can't be touching his product any old kind of way. Pardon me. I just don't want mine to have no nuts to get mixed in. That's what I'm trying to make sure.
I think that
I have some right over here that your manager put in there for me, and I just want to make sure that I get mine. If you don't mind.
So, do you like them with nuts or without nuts?
Without nuts.
Without. Okay. You see, I like them with nuts. And this is
Frankie. No, this is, and I'm not even, okay. I don't care who owns what. I can tell you what, that you cannot duplicate what this man has created in these cookies. Mr. Wally knows exactly how to create a cookie that's to die for, to live for, to be excited about, to just, I mean, this is
good.
This tastes delicious. This is not a joke. This is not something that I have to do some kind of, oh, let me just act like I like it. And, oh, no.
No, you can't help but like it.
You can't
Your
help.
mouth will not say no.
Okay. This one with the nut. I'm eating this one right here. I gotta eat a couple more. I'm sorry. For 1 second, I gotta. Yeah.
But let me tell you something.
Yeah, you talk about it.
But it's the absolute most important ingredient in anything that you are going to eat is taste.
Is what?
Taste.
Oh yeah.
Taste.
Yeah.
If it doesn't taste good, you're gonna put it. I'm gonna put the name in. All of that stuff means nothing because if it doesn't taste good, the people are not. So the reason my cookies have always, I don't care what the name was.
It doesn't matter. So the name.
You can't eat the name.
You can't.
The taste is.
Look
what
at this camera right here and tell them with this one right here and make that point again.
You cannot eat the name.
Do you guys hear that? It does not matter whether somebody thinks that they are taking your so-called identity, your brand.
Well, they can't take it.
Nobody can take what
you
God has given you.
Absolutely.
What's on the inside of you is going to be recreated. He could be put in West Virginia. He could be dumped in the middle of a desert. If he has some cooking utensils and supplies, guess what? He can create the best cookie that exists known to mankind.
That's it. So taste is so.
I gotta do one more part.
When I started Famous Amos Cookies, the first ingredient was always, and you can tell how much ingredient there is by the order in which they are listed on the package. So chocolate is the most expensive ingredient in that bag. Sugar.
This is not regular chocolate in here.
It's semi-sweet chocolate. It's semi-sweet chocolate.
But you're doing something special. You blended it extra. You're doing
No,
something
no,
that's not taste like
there's a
regular
lot
sugar.
of it. There is more chocolate. You can see it. It's all over them. Every time you bite down, you're gonna bite down on a piece of chocolate. This is a chocolate chip cookie.
I almost got the Holy Ghost, and I'm not even playing. I'm not blaspheming God or anything. I promise you that this cookie will make you feel like you get the Holy Spirit. I'm not exaggerating.
Well, you don't know.
I'm not joking.
You get the Holy Spirit of Wally.
You get the Holy Spirit of Wally. That's
No,
right.
but you see, whoever created this, whoever creates anything, their energy, their spirit becomes a part of that product.
But God gave you, and I know I'm saying this after I ate the cookie, because God gave you a special gift.
Wally, you want to have more chocolate in your cookies than anything else.
But you can say that 1,000 times over. Guess what? Nobody is going to create a cookie that tastes this delicious. You could put pounds and pounds of chocolate, and it would not taste as good as Wally Amos.
Right, because also Wally Amos has I have a connection with life. I have a connection with food. I just than anybody. We're all different.
Yes.
We're all uniquely
Created.
different. And you have to live by that.
Well, what do you love most about Wally? You're talking in third person like it's not you, but it's you. What do you love most about who God created you to be? And you're 82 years old and you still celebrate.
It ain't nothing to do with it.
Right,
I
doesn't
don't
matter
wake
what
up
your
and, oh
age
my
is.
God,
I'm 82.
years old.
Okay, so age means absolutely nothing.
You throw all of that stuff out. You are, I am uniquely me. There is no one on the planet like me or you.
I agree.
All right, so just be who you are. If whatever comes up, it comes out. I ain't trying to hide. I ain't trying to be something for this person and something else. But
That's why you said this.
You will meet me everywhere you meet me. That's who you are.
No matter what form. Oh my God! You know what? It's like y'all know you. Well, I'm not gonna say you could be my father, but like literally, you are like a person that's. You share. I share when I say the exact same sentiments. I literally believe that the entire world misses out if you don't use the gifts and the talents that God put inside you to use.
But you're absolutely right, because we are all just incredibly special. And we're special. You can't buy it.
No.
Out
of billions and billions of sperm, you were created. You made it.
Right.
Through all of the rigmarole, you made it.
You just have to live that.
Yes.
And not let anybody take that away. They took the company. I've thought a lot of companies. Right now, my new company that I'm working on is Aunt Bella's Cookie.
And you actually call that your final, your final hoorah type of thing, your final cookie company project, and it's Aunt Bella's Cookie Company. And so, what is that going to be?
It's in the mixing bowl now. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and money, and all of those things, and so they're all in the mix. They're all coming together.
Yeah.
Money, all of those things.
And it's coming together smoothly for you to be able to get your final project.
I don't have an idea how it's going to look like or when it's going to really click, but
you never know. You never, because you know what? Marvin Gaye's grandchild, somebody might kick into gear and say, you know what? It's because of Wally Amos that my dad or my grandfather or my grandmother succeeded in the whole industry and being the superstar that they became, all because the first African American from William Morris Talent Agency helped sign somebody and believe. So let me tell you, this is just me making a plug to you. If you're somebody that's benefited in any way, shape, or form from Wally Amos, the great man, that he is, the legend that he is. And in some way, shape, or form, you've been able to benefit from his hard work, labor, sweat. If you just took a bite out of any cookie that he ever produced, and my son ate 3 bags yesterday, right? I'm looking at him behind the camera. He ate 3 bags just yesterday. Then I encourage you to make sure that you give back and support his final cookie project, Aunt Della's Cookie, and make sure that you support him. How can people support you?
Well, right now, just pray for me. Because I'm not...
Like you said, we're going to pray, but we're going to also, no, we're going to pray for him, and you can do that, but I'm also going to put some contact information down here. So, and that's how, okay, let me ask your project manager for a second. How do they do this?
They can go to Wally, the original Cookie Man, at gmail.com, where they could call me. I think all the information is right there.
Okay,
Is it
Wally Amos, the Cookie Man at gmail.com, and his manager, Trey Taylor, will get that communication, and he...
But also,
just pray for him, but he supports
that's a part of the piece. I am not yet a up and running. I mean, Aunt Della's logo is not an entity. It's not a cookie company really.
Guess what? I mean, this is where I get the opportunity to coach you. How about that? For once, I, Kim Jacobs, the Balanced Doctor and Chief Mother Dreamer. As I've been telling you all, I'm doing strategy sessions and offering that to you guys, and I encourage you to take advantage of it. But right now, I'm going to coach Mr. Wally Amos right here on the show, and you'll get to see what I'm saying. Coach me, please. I thought you were going to blow your horn since I said I was a coach. Okay. The actual logo is already here, okay? You don't have you don't need, the logo is you, like you said.
Oh, I know that.
Okay, so as far as waiting for something to unveil itself to become the actual logo, the logo is and always will be you. And just like I saw you were on the Shark Tank, I saw that you were on The Office, I saw all of the different guest appearances. Those people are honored beyond measure to be graced in the presence of someone so great that God blessed on this earth. And you make it, I'm so serious. You make it seem like it's a joke, but it's such a big deal. And you're downplaying, I understand, and I'm grateful that He's made you so modest. But if you put your face on there with your cookies, this is not something anybody can take from you. This is you.
But I know that. But I also, I think it's important for me.
Yes, sir.
I'm speaking just for Wally Amos and how I have launched businesses before, and in order, I think, really to be professional and to have a whole rounded thing.
Yes, sir. So you want to have your A to Z of your business.
You gotta do, that's a part of it.
And I agree.
That's a part of it, okay? And I'm not here just to sell a few cookies and put them through.
Well, you did the Cookie Kahuna, and that was a good project.
That was not, the Cookie Kahuna that was not a company.
Right, it was just a project.
Anyway, everybody does business the way they want to do business.
Yes, sir. But you want yours to be branded with the
logo.
Absolutely.
With Aunt Della.
You hear that, Trey?
No, but she's and she's an incredibly great lady. But
with Aunt Della's logo. So can I offer a suggestion? And this is something we can actually encourage people that's watching the show. Let's see, I mean, a lot of you work on projects, many of you are millennials, and you're out there, you have graphic design skills and talent. How about you present some information, and actually you can share it right with me if you like, and I'll get it over to them, Kim@thebalancedoctor.tv, and present some logo ideas so that we can be able to present them to Mr. Wally Amos. What if you were selected to be the person that officially created his final project logo? And it could change everything. So he's looking for a logo right now. So make sure you either submit the logo to Wally Amos, the Cookie Man at gmail.com, Wally Amos, the Cookie Man at gmail.com, or you can also submit it to me, Kim@thebalancedoctor, spell out doctor.tv, and I'll get it over to his manager, Trey Taylor. And we'll announce maybe, Trey, do you think that's a good idea?
I think that's a great idea.
So we can even maybe announce who the winner is that came up with the best logo. It's hard, You cannot. He's not gonna make it easy now. He's not gonna say, "Oh yeah, I like it." If he doesn't like it, he's not gonna go with it. But
That's
you
for
never,
sure.
but you never know
You
if
never
your
know.
logo might get selected.
You
so make
never-
sure you take advantage of that.
That stuff happens in every kind of way,
Yes,
and
sir.
you never know. There's millions of ways. So who knows?
So why are you like so casual, relaxed, kick back with watermelon shoes, watermelon color socks, and legs crossed, and bazooka in your hand?
Kazoo. Kazoo.
Oh, of course I would say the wrong.
K
Why would you tell me,
A
Trey?
Z O. That's okay.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Kazoo.
No mistakes in God's world.
Right. Okay.
You
So,
don't do it
with
again.
so now you're this like laid back guy, relaxed with watermelon shoes, watermelon colored socks, legs crossed, Hawaiian shirt, hat, kazoo in your hand. What is this all about?
This is what I like to wear. This is what I am.
So,
Why does it have to be about something?
It doesn't have to be. Right?
This is what I do. This is how I dress.
But did it kind of start in, because when you were at the talent agency, you probably dressed more corporate, right?
Oh yeah.
And so what made you all of a sudden say, forget this mess, I'm actually just going to relax and be Wally?
Well, I mean, I just evolved into that. It's not who you're dressed as. It's not how you're dressed. It's what's inside that counts.
That's all.
So I'm not here to be a certain way or be you. No.
So you won't worry about fitting in anybody's box?
I don't have to worry about dressing to please this person or please that person. I dress just to cover ugly body. and that's it.
I noticed too, recently I was watching a video and you did a whole beautiful thing out to your granddaughter's class, and I thought that was a wonderful tribute. All our classmates got a chance to see that, and you sent some cookies to the school.
Well, one thing I do is I promote reading aloud, because I think that's my cause for the rest of my life, for most of my life, is reading is important.
And you literally, I've seen you just take books and you go and read to classrooms around the country out loud.
Yeah.
And why do you think that that's so important?
Reading.
Well, I know reading is important, but I'm saying reading out loud.
Because-
Specifically say out loud.
Well, people hear it and people see it, and they're learning. And you cannot promote reading too much.
No.
Because reading, it's wherever you go. You use it in every part of your life. So that's my cause.
Good.
That's my cause. It's been for a long time, and it will be more. And Doug will really. I haven't even gotten started with that.
You get ready to really like skyrocket with Undella.
No question.
For sure. Because I mean, they,
Yes.
if people thought that they saw something great with what was happening before when Famous Amos kind of stuff kicked off, you haven't seen anything yet. You have not seen the best of Wally Amos. He is getting ready to kick things into a whole different level, a different gear with Undella.
But if there are right ways and there are wrong ways.
Yes, sir.
And I just, and everybody has their own right way. But I'm all the A's crossed, the I dotted, whatever.
Right, whatever. All the letters, the I's dotted, T's crossed.
In order, you need to be doing it properly, and you don't cut short because somebody's watching you all the time, and you want to be a success, so you just want to multiply all of those successes, and then but always do your best.
Yes.
Don't ever do your best. When you do less than your best, you cheat yourself. You will not be successful if you're going to go through life cheating you.
These are some, I hope that you have a notepad out and a pen or your device on your phone. The information and the knowledge that Mr. Wally, I'm sorry, Wally.
I'm in the South. I'm in Charlotte.
Okay.
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm sorry.
Very, very, very southern.
The information that Wally Amos is sharing is life altering. What he's saying is just always offer life your best. And don't worry about trying to fit into somebody's cookie cutter approach.
No.
Be unique, be yourself, give it your very best. don't underestimate yourself. Don't think that just because one project ended that that's your last hurrah. It's not, because now you get other opportunities to still perform at a great level.
Opportunities are everything.
Yes, sir.
Opportunities are everywhere. But you must be conscious to see them. You can't just be strolling
and miss every opportunity.
You gotta be on the case. You gotta be responsible, and you gotta be positive. So
I'm excited about this.
I'm excited about
And
it.
you're the author of 9 books, and the one book that I actually think I'm in love with the most is the one where you say, "The cookie that never crumbles." That's what you, I mean, you are the cookie that never crumbles.
Well,
I love it.
And there are a lot of people out there that don't crumble, that get up and get back going again, and that's what you have to do.
And I see this book here, Man with No Name, and this is a book, when I was looking in here, I actually marked one of the pages. Failure is someone else's opinion of the outcome of a situation, is what you write on page 63. What do you mean by that?
Well, you determine who you are, what your life is, where you're going. Don't allow someone else to make that determination. I mean, I lost the country. Didn't mean I failed. I just made some mistakes.
You know how many times people fail in order, before they get to what they look for in life?
But mistake doesn't mean you screwed up. It doesn't mean, you know, it just means you had a mistake. Start again. Start again.
I've never heard that. I'm not joking.
No,
No, that's not something that you're saying. Like it's just regular. You are like an icon. This is not a joke. You're saying
like
myth.
an
Oh,
icon.
you are. Oh, I'm not like.
I see all of that stuff. You see, I think what those
He gonna
titles.
thank me. He'll be like,
No, but I'm not faking. But those thoughts that when you say, oh, you're up here. No, we're all down here trying to get out.
well, no. Let me be very clear what my philosophy is in life. My philosophy is that nobody is better than anybody else.
Right.
Okay? So that's Kim Jacobs' philosophy. People have better circumstances and better situations that give them better outcomes. But you're not better, and I'm not better than anybody else. The president is not better than me. I'm not better than the president. But what I'm saying is that so many people, we're all God's children, and we all have the same opportunities. It's just what we do with our opportunities as to how great we become in life, I guess.
And listen, I've had great success, great family.
It doesn't change who you are, though.
No, but I mean, I've succeeded hugely. I failed bigly, hugely.
Oh, that's one of the points you make here. I reached for the sky, but I missed. So I grabbed a few stars. So when you grabbed a few stars as you were coming down from the sky, is that what you're saying?
Put some in my pocket.
You put some in your pocket. And guess what? They started to shine bright again, right? So you definitely want to get Mr. Wally Amos' books, any of them. He has 9. You definitely want to reach out, submit your logo ideas for his, I mean, he's right now very passionate about kicking off Aunt Della's cookie project, and he considers this his final cookie project. This is his own.
And I may be wrong.
But he might be wrong. He doesn't know. He
But
could do many more. Who knows?
I don't know. But you can do whatever you want to do as many times as you want to do. You have to believe in yourself, believe in God, and you have to just work. You have to. There ain't no shortcuts. You have to do your best.
No shortcuts. You have to do your best and never give up. Never give up. You can go up, you can go down, you can go around, you can go under, but don't ever quit. Don't ever give up. And
you shoot or lose if you quit. No question. You will not succeed.
So you won't ever stop baking. Like you're gonna.
Why should I?
Right.
Unless I ain't got an oven.
Well, I think somebody will always make sure you have access to an oven.
No.
Any other things that you want to share with people that are watching? Because my community that participates and tunes in, they're going to be honored to be able to hear these words of wisdom from you.
Well, I've reached a point in my life now where the only thing, how much money I make, it's important, and you gotta have money to do stuff.
Yes, sir.
But don't be your money, and that's not important. Having a lot of money, think you're more than somebody else because you have a lot of money. Money just No.
Money just there to help you get some
Right.
goals accomplished.
But we need to have an attitude of serving other people.
Yes, sir.
That's serving others.
My operations manager, Cassandra, has, when I say she has that spirit, that is like the spirit that just pours out her pores. And she believes in helping other people
The
succeed.
only thing you can do by yourself is to fail.
That's right.
But if you want to succeed, you're going to have to give something away to somebody else. You're going to pass stuff on to other people.
Yes, sir.
You are. I'm one person. I'm one. I'm only one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And even
Can't do everything, but
I
you can do something.
And even though I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do something that I can. I'm telling you, it's not about me. No. No. It's about all of us.
Are you sure God can call you to preach? Because you can inspire the world. You already inspire us through the cookies, but you preached on my show. I don't know what other interviews have been like, but I feel like
doing this.
The word has been
for a long time.
Yes, sir.
And I've said all of this stuff many times, and it's the truth.
Yes, sir.
It's the
But
truth.
you didn't say it as passionately as you said it on the Kim Jacobs show.
Well, your energy.
So you said
your energy is so strong that helped me do that. But I know that to be the truth, and I know that God is. Period.
You made me cry on my own show, huh?
Me too. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for inviting me. You get it? Thank you very much.
Well, you gonna play the kazoo at least?
Well,
Since you got it.
this is in my hand.
This is
Since
in
I
your
got
hand.
mouth. And that's all you need to play some mouth.
Can I just sit up here? You're gonna be like crying.
But Hawaii is I've been home a long time.
I know you lived in Hawaii for what, over 40 years?
A
Long time.
Yeah.
And now you're living where?
I'm not I'm in South Carolina.
Yes, sir.
Columbia. Somewhere in
I didn't know
South
you were trying
Carolina.
to reveal it, so I'm like, let me not say Columbia. I'm like, maybe you don't want to.
I live someplace.
You live someplace in the South, right?
But that's I don't know where I'm gonna be. I don't know how long.
Well, I see you
I'm gonna be.
popping up everywhere on all kind of shows and all over the country on
Well,
videos and you name it. I see you everywhere.
I'm getting in the attitude of promoting Aunt Doll's cookies.
And you like that idea of me putting it out that people can maybe suggest some logo ideas, because you have some really talented young people in this world that are graphic design artists, and somebody might be able to present a nice logo.
They do. They don't. Then someone else will. I don't know.
Did you hear that?
I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know who's gonna do what.
What he's saying is, if you feel like it's your opportunity, then seize it.
Right.
And if it's your opportunity and you do it and it gets picked up, great. If it doesn't come through you and you sit on your laurels and you don't do anything about it, guess what? You miss that opportunity and somebody else will surface.
Yes.
And that's all this man has been saying the whole time, is that you miss your opportunity when you don't act.
You don't. You got to do something.
You got to do something. Because doing something is better than doing nothing at all.
You can't just hang around the house. You got to
Get
do
that
something. Do something. God gives us everything we need, and He even shows us how to get there.
Yes, sir.
But you
don't
got to
like
be
cookies
you
over
got to
there.
be listening. You got to be watching, and you got to just share your heart. Thank you.
I have a gift for you. Of a
Oh my
collection of
God!
quotes.
What is that?
That's for you. And I saw that you had on the Hawaii shirt, so I said, let me get you some kind of like this shirt.
I love and blue. Nice color too.
And it's kind of like dressier material if you ever
You
want to.
design it?
I know you expect everybody to be creating stuff from the ground up. This stuff I bought, Mr. Wall. I bought this, okay? I'm not gonna. I didn't make this, no. But I do know somebody that can make shirts and stuff for you if you want your own custom made with Wally Amos on it and Della's cookie.
I'm not.
But this is something I bought. We just bought it. You like it?
Yeah, but I want to promote other businesses too. I want people to buy my cookies, so I want that to happen. And so I'm not trying to do everything very. No, that's wonderful.
You do like this
tomorrow. Hang on to your hat, okay. Hang on to your hope and wind the clock on tomorrow.
Yes. You like that?
I love that.
Good. And then
I love positive stuff.
You have lots of quotes in there that you can just relish and go further with your already animated personality. I also have for you, Miss Trey, which I know you barely want to be on the camera, but could you possibly come over just for 1 second? Because the world needs to see Trey Taylor.
They sure do.
This is her, and make sure, okay. Yeah, this is Miss Trey Taylor, and she is the manager of Mr. alongside of. She doesn't, trust me, I ain't even gonna say she telling him what to do because then he's gonna go way south. But she helps him.
Let's find out.
Okay, let's find out.
All the time.
Oh, okay.
Well, I listen to her because she has good, but no, you know, more than anything, she has incredible integrity.
That's so
she
important.
Really cares. She's a spiritual lady, and she's usually right.
She's usually right. Okay. Now you know it's got to be hard for you to admit that somebody's usually right, and so he definitely has a sincere fondness and appreciation and love for Miss Trey Taylor. And Trey, I wanted to present to you a book that I'm the author of, Extreme Balance Makeover, and it talks about how you can have better solutions, a better focus, a better life. And I know that if you're working with Mr. Wally here, that you have a lot on your plate that you're juggling. I saw you with your grandson, and so lots of tips.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Kim, and thank you for the opportunity to interview Wally. We appreciate it.
It's my honor.
I thank you. I've got a really great friend I've known for a long time.
Thanks for coming.
Jeffrey. I just got it because this guy he's successful.
These are people in our studio audience too. Mr. Hendricks actually owns the building that we are doing. He owns a company here in the building where we actually film our show. So Mr. Hendricks actually owns a company here in the building where we film our show, and very successful businessman. And I'll definitely be introducing him to you more if he would ever come on my show. But he hasn't come on the show yet.
Good guy. I was surprised that you wound up in
this
your office in the same office his all the time. I didn't know it till I came to the bar.
And you actually had I met him, and I was like, oh, I'm trying to think if I know him. But he, and then when I saw him, I was like, of course I met him. I met him when I first came here. So, yes.
Good.
Thank you so much for being on the show. Is there anything else you want the community to know about you?
Oh, no.
About your projects? Anything?
Just be on the lookout.
And they are actually, look, I'm going to say something.
Okay, come on.
They are available for sale. We are working on packaging, but you can get a catering order for Aunt Della's cookies. They come male and female. Male is what?
What other male cookies, Wally?
With the nuts in it.
Me.
No.
Male cookies.
With the nuts.
With the nuts in it.
Well, that too.
Males are nuts and females are.
I thought male.
Well, I'm going to need one more.
Females are no nuts.
This is the
You
female.
need to get with the program.
So this is the female version of, I'm going to be a spokesperson for a moment, okay? For Wally Amos, Aunt Della's Cookie Project. Right now, you have the female version, and you can get them in a catering capacity, where if you have a program or a big event, and you want some good tasting cookies, not something that's just store-bought, that if you want something like this, they can have it packaged and present it to your organization.
Absolutely.
And it will be packaged properly for you to be able to have them at any of your company events,
Yes.
your corporate events. If you know that you're going to be having a big regional event and you want some good tasting cookies and you don't want them to be all hard and stale, get Aunt Della's Cookies by Wally Amos.
Because typically when we do an event, just like we did for Kim, the cookies are made the day of, no later than the day before. So as soon as you opened up the basket, you could smell the aroma of fresh cookies. Now, Kim mentioned that we do any type of partnerships or businesses. If you want a custom label with your logo on it, along with Wally's logo, we can do that also. We typically do those in sample 3-packs. So it's 3 packs of cookies for your customers, and we'll put your label and Wally's label on it.
Okay, so let me ask you, Trey, and we can get you another chair too if you wanted to. Are you comfortable, or
I'm
okay? Listen,
Sit in this line.
if a company wants to send this out as like a customer appreciation
Yes.
type of situation, you can have the way that you presented my female version cookies with no nuts.
Exactly. Do you have one of those 3 packs?
Bring that to us, please.
Yeah,
We're going to show you that in a second.
It's a 3-pack of cookies, and again, it will have your logo on one side and the company's logo on another.
I love that.
And we've done several. This is one of them. Obviously, this is Wally's logo on one side. And can you give me that? There's one.
Let me hold that for a second. Okay. Now this is a very important, because actually I was so eager to open my pack, I didn't even look at the logo. Yeah. But inside is 3 cookies, whether it be the larger ones, which are the male with nuts, and then you have the smaller, more petite ones that have no nuts in them. And this has Wally Amos's actual logo himself here pictured, but on the opposite side would actually have your company information and logo as well featured. And this would be just a beautiful, like, customer appreciation gift that you can share with a valued customer, and they will think you are the bomb if you send them some cookies made by Wally Amos. You're special. You really love me if you send me these.
Yeah. Now this was one that we did. It had the Office of Business Opportunities on one side, Wally's logo on the other side, and we captured them, we packaged them like this with the 3. Now he did an event for the Office of Business Opportunities in Columbia where he was the keynote speaker, and they purchased 500 of the 3 cookie packs and distributed them to all of the attendees. So we can do something like this with your logo on one side, Wally's logo on the other side, and as you said, we can give them to your clients, and like you made a great suggestion, if you want to do a customer appreciation, if you're getting a conference or something like that.
There are annual conventions that happen, you name it. I know when Les travels, he's always, Les Brown, he speaks.
I know Les!
You do? Well, Les is a great, he's my daughter's godfather. Yes.
So while we are still perfecting the packaging and the logo, the cookies certainly are for sale.
Oh my goodness.
So we do want
now, how do they go about placing orders?
Again, they can go to Wally Amos, thecookieman@gmail.com.
And you'll get this communication?
Okay. And I'll get the email, and we can place your order. As we said, male, have nuts, female, no nuts. And once we start production, we'll also do a macadamia nut cookie.
And how soon after they place an order would they be able to expect the order?
Typically within 24 hours.
Okay, so place the order 24 hours in advance, and that's enough lead time for you to be able to have them baked and ready.
Absolutely.
And is it anywhere around the country, or is it just?
No, we can ship them. We can ship them, because the thing is, with this cookie, we're really trying to preserve the freshness and the taste, because this is a cookie unlike the cookies that you'll get in the store that have no preservatives. This is 100%, as Wally said, semi-sweet chocolate. It's 100% vanilla extract. I mean, they are all natural ingredients, pure ingredients, no preservatives, no additives. So the important thing is making the cookies immediately and shipping them out immediately.
And love, these cookies have love in them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can name every ingredient.
Filled with love and lots of other ingredients.
And you can't get this cookie in a store. I mean,
you're not gonna get this cookie, even if you go and get every ingredient that she announced to you. It will not taste like this cookie. I can promise you that.
Well, it's not cookie.
It's not Wally's cookie. Wally Amos. If you haven't had a Frankie, come around here.
Yeah, because I know, Frankie, you had some of the store-bought ones. That,
but wait till he tastes
but this is nothing like you've had.
My son had 3 packs yesterday.
And you ate nothing.
And
you ate flour.
Wait till you taste this. You have to lean down in the camera, Frankie, because you're like, this is
my
6'4" son, Frank Jr. First of all, let me just say a quick thing. What do you want to say?
I mean, I love the cookies.
He wants to say, I want a cookie. Can you stop talking about me?
But before, I have him on camera, because I never could get him on camera. You have to say one thing about yourself and what you're working on, a project that you're working on. He started a business investing $100.
Awesome.
In less than 1 year, he flipped the business and made over 6 figures.
Wow.
And so he's again very modest man. Don't want to talk about himself that much.
talk about
Everything's possible. That's it. That's all that says. Everything's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Wally Amos here. It's everything really is. You just gotta double down. You gotta figure out what you want to do, and you gotta really dedicate time and energy into it. I mean, like without really putting that time and energy into one specific subject, I mean, how can you expect anything to flourish?
Yeah.
So anything that you do really want to really get involved with, you gotta understand that you gotta segment some time. And I understand people are busy. People always say that I'm too busy. I can't do it. I can't do this. I can't do that. I understand, but like you can carve an hour.
Right, you make time for what you're going to make time for.
And I mean, eventually that'll start to snowball. I mean, like time is a great indicator. As time goes on, it's going to start compounding. And eventually,
that's where commitment comes from. You commit to doing what it is you want to do, wherever you are, whatever. You don't go play. You don't go hang out.
Yeah.
You give you to you. You give you to your project. Otherwise, nothing's gonna happen.
And Frankie actually, he was a part of the accelerated reading program when you talk about reading aloud. And he was in a competition when he was in elementary school. I know you won't want me to share this story.
No, but you know what? You do want it because other parents maybe will show their kids and say, that's how it happened. So ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
You do want that. That's why you're doing what you're doing. So accept that.
and it's all because of my mom right here. Without her, I would never have even gotten into reading like that.
Exactly.
So,
Without your mom, you wouldn't even be here.
So tell us about this company. Now I'm going into interview mode.
We interviewing each other. It's like, no, your turn.
So I ended up selling that about a year and a half ago.
What was the company?
And so the whole site was all about helping people and connecting them to because a lot of times, like, have you ever heard of gaming computers and stuff like that? So the whole premise was, really helping people build their computers, and I made all my money as, just being helpful. Like he said, providing value and being an affiliate. So I made money from, referring them to companies that, wanted them as a customer. Like, so like if the first one was trying to figure out how would I build a computer for $1,000.
He knows how to build it from scratch.
There are like multiple parts, and I would refer them to a company that, hey, this is a great piece right here. This
And
is a
then you
great
get
piece.
commission
And
off
I get a commission off of that.
Right.
And as time goes on,
And you created this business?
Yeah.
Wow.
So in the beginning,
He would never let me interview him like this. So this is why I like,
Trick
I mean, because the way I feel about it is, I feel like I'm still so early in my journey that I really feel like I need to do so much.
No, but
more
keep talking
before
about the
I'm
company and what
really
happened.
interviewed, really.
Yeah.
But-
So you came up with the idea because you are a gamer. You were a
Yeah, I
gamer,
was.
right? And you were, knowledgeable about computers. I guess you thought I would need to know how to
do this.
get this information. So I'm sure other people would need to know also.
Thousands of people.
Yeah.
I would get routinely like over 1,000 people a day on the site.
Right.
And eventually, I mean, when you have people, you can make money.
Absolutely.
And so he ended up getting a communication that someone wanted to purchase the site.
Right, because
And
they
saw
saw
how
the
productive
traffic,
it
yeah.
was.
Mhm.
And so I did research on the person, and I won't obviously disclose who it is, but he was a partner in a hedge fund.
Wow.
And I was like, that's a legitimate investor.
Right.
So I encouraged him to go ahead and sell the site.
Mhm.
He sold it and flipped the site, and you can tell more.
Yeah, I mean, so I sold the site, I flipped it, whatever. It's funny because recently I've actually got in contact with the guy again, and now so it's just funny how things can work. As as you think that something can be over, but his it's like so it's kind of
You're
like
working
weird.
on another project.
Yeah, we're about to work on another project.
Well, and how that happened is on the death date of my son that passed away. Every year, every year at the exact same time that he passed away, every year without fail, we sit back and we wait because we know that a sign from I don't want to start crying, but we know that the signs of Gabriel is going to occur.
I'm the mortician, so this is what I always explain to people.
You're gonna have to come on
You're
camera.
right.
You're
You're
gonna
on
start
camera.
Well, you
You can't
start-
go-
You cannot talk from the studio.
Come here, Jeff.
So come on up.
Come here.
Yeah, he's. I'll
Now this is Mr. Hendricks.
Oh, my
I'll sit here.
death.
Can you see him?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see him on camera.
I can
Okay,
now.
can you
Okay.
step? Here, I'll step out. And he can
And I have him here.
Oh no, you can stay here.
Okay, I'm stepping
Zoom that
here.
out, you can see him on there?
Yeah, both of them.
Oh,
Okay.
go
What
ahead.
is the name of your son?
Gabriel Michael
Okay. I
Jacobs.
explain this to all of my clients all the time.
He's a mortician, Mr. Hendricks.
Okay. I just explain to them that death is not found.
That's right.
And it's a very spiritual thing that we as African Americans got away from. We got away from true spirituality. There was a time when a loved one would pass, you never use that name, or you would use it only for the firstborn after the 10th year. But we got out of our nature of doing things because it's a spiritual world. And what that is that you just, again, prove the conversation that Wally and I have had over the years about spirituality and how life works, which is business. And we've been taught in a lot of ways about death, let the dead bury the dead.
Right.
See, that's false, very, very false statement.
Dead can't bury the dead.
Right. So it's like that meaning that people are afraid of, to make you afraid of death.
Right,
It's not to be afraid of death, it's to embrace it.
Yes.
So
But
your
the
son
spirit lives on.
Right. Your son is more helpful spiritually than
Right,
he was
he-
physically. When Maya Angelou that passed, okay, was a dear friend of Wally and I.
Yeah.
And I've taken on a lot of things that she's said. Everything that she's told me have come to true.
Yes.
Even in my own personal life and spirituality. So I would say always gravitate to that understanding, and I hope that more of us as minorities will people period will gravitate to the true meaning and essence of our loved one passing.
Well, can
Never
you
too
come on
old,
my
never too
show
young.
one day and talk about that whole theory and
Sure,
how
I
that
would.
works
Yeah,
as a
I would.
mortician?
Sure,
Please
but I
do.
love what you're saying now. I had to say something because I felt it as he was speaking.
Yes.
It is not him; it's the spirit that dwells inside of him
Yes.
that bring forth the fruit
Yes, sir.
that you're looking for.
And we- We
And so,
believe that.
Yes,
We
and
embrace
that's embrace at all times because it has happened. It happens to all of us that get connected. And
The conscious level. You
and
have
the
to have a conscious level.
Yeah, there's
about
a
it.
conscious level
Yeah.
of spirituality that we as a people have pulled away from.
Yes.
But as we gravitate back to that spirituality, we wonder why a lot of our youth have passed. And there's a purpose behind it all.
Yes, it is. Yes,
But
it
once
is.
you understand it, and sadness because of selfishness, the selfishness is that say, well, I want to hold on to our the person that passed, but hold on to the spirituality,
Oh, yeah.
the memory, because what happens is that he will gravitate you to a deeper understanding.
Yes.
That
He
is
has done
way
some
beyond-
miraculous things
Beyond that,
Right.
and as you recognize it, share it with others, because oftentimes in mortuary, people, we don't share.
Right.
But I had to say something then when I felt what he was saying. His
We're going to
spirit
mic the
dwells-
studio audience
Right.
soon here on the Kim Jacobs Show.
But his spirit dwells much deeper.
Right.
It's much deeper. And so as you continue to do that, he will
That's
make
good,
you be
Jeffrey.
able to bless
Thank
all.
you, Mr.
That's
Jeffrey
good.
Hendricks, the
Appreciate it.
mortician.
And his office is right over
Right
there.
here in
He's
our
always
studio
near.
office.
He's a good guy.
So he's going to come and be on the show one day. But
Yes.
Which
yes.
is spiritual connection too.
Yes.
Because I didn't know we were coming to your office, and Wally didn't know. I just take him where I take him.
Well, they call me from the gym, so.
Well, just so you know what happened, literally, this is the 4th year, this past April 9th, and out of the blue, at the exact same time they gave her a pass 4 years ago, some emojis come through on the phone, and smiley faces. And we were like, what is this about?
Wow.
So we were waiting for some kind of sign, and what happened?
So what's funny was when I saw these emojis, I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. Maybe it was like some weird. He just sent it on accident or whatever. So I started talking to him. And he's like, wait, what? He's like, oh, that wasn't me. I figured out that was my daughter. That was my 5-year-old daughter who did that. Who sent those
Who
emojis.
sent it by mistake?
He
He hasn't talked to him in over a
I
year.
haven't talked to him in over a year.
1 year and 1 month.
And so
We were
the
talking
No
about
daughter,
mistakes, my
the
friend.
daughter
God's
sent
in
the
charge.
emojis, and you call back because you're thinking he
Yeah.
wants to connect with you.
Yeah, I just said, hey, what's going on? Because I hadn't talked to him in a while, and I just kind of forgotten about that whole connection. And then before I know it, now the next day I did a short-term business deal with him where we're already starting like a business relationship going again.
He started
talking
paying him
every day. And on top of that, now we're also talking about doing a lot of other things, like building a real
E-commerce and all
business and
kinds of
different
stuff.
things like
That is
that.
amazing.
And that's all from a connection that I had forgot about. That was all from a connection from a year ago.
I
That's where
That your brother
Yeah, that-
reconnected
That
you
you,
with.
on his
Very
good.
on his annual death day.
And I
Very
love
good.
that you say, Jeffrey, expect it. It's like expecting.
We do. We were sitting there, weren't we?
Yeah.
Waiting. We were
Honestly,
just like,
I didn't expect that.
oh, you didn't? I was expecting. I was sitting there waiting for
Like,
like
okay,
a sign.
Gabriel, what
What's
you
your
gonna
sign?
do for us
What's
today?
for today?
Yeah, this
And then
right.
actually, lights started fluttering. And
That
remember,
was- yeah, that
the
was
whole
cool.
family
Wow.
was sitting there talking about his success, and the lights started fluttering, and
Yeah, it was very interesting.
we were like, Is the light
It's
bulb
very
going on?
paranormal.
I gotta tell y'all just one final thing here. That, you know, I for a long time now in my life, I've grown. I like saying growing through, because stuff happens and you grow through it. Stuff always happens, and you kind of grow through it. But I have been going through a lot of changes that have resulted in tremendous growth in my life and experiencing truths that I slipped away from. And this is so pulling me back in. I mean, this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. I have been off track. I have been off track, and it's so easy to step off track. And yet I have been bringing God closer to me and being a part of what I'm doing, of my life, you know. So there's some wonderful stuff happening, and this is it. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. God is so good. God is so good.
You can have your cookie now,
Yeah.
Frank.
You need it with Frank. Come on,
Oh,
Frank.
good.
Three.
I need the female cookie. Thank you. Isn't that so good?
What's that?
Yeah. You never
Can
know.
you tell the difference between the ones you ate yesterday?
It's better.
It is much better, isn't it? Did you hear that? What he had yesterday was famous.
I need 100 of those.
But what he just had now
I
is the
shouldn't.
fresh.
I might
Yeah.
I mean,
We've had it. I have back to back.
Isn't this delicious?
It's a good cookie.
Life
Gotta
is
go
great,
cookie.
guys. I'm telling you, this. I see.
You know.
I see all kinds of stuff in this sign signals. Whatever. It's just point
I think I'm allergic to
directing me. I'm going through a lot of changes all the time, and it's wonderful. I feel so good now. This was such an opportunity today. And
Yeah, don't do it out now.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the Kim Jacobs Show. I don't even know. I couldn't predict that it was going to go like this. That
But you can't predict it ain't gonna go. There's no facts on the future. Hell, there is no future. It's always now.
right now
Right
is
now
what
is
matters.
X period. That's
Be
all
here
there is.
now.
Be here now.
That's in my book.
That's
Extreme
where you
Balance
are.
Makeover.
That's where you need
You can get that on
all the
Amazon.
time.
You can get all of Mr. Wally
All the
Amos's
time.
books
So this
on wallyamos.com, right? Right, Trent?
I'm sorry.
WallyAmos.com.
You actually, all of the books are available on Amazon. But yeah, if
You can get all of Mr. Amos's books right on Amazon.
Email the Wally Amos and cookieman@gmail.com. You can get your cookies. We can get your books. You can.
But if you want to go personally with right through Trey, you can actually go and get them.
You can also book Wally to do speaking engagements.
Oh, okay. Let me. Okay, so here's going to be like the form. We're going to edit it this way.
Okay.
If you want to book Mr. Wally Amos to do speaking engagements for your organization, your company, if you're doing team building exercises and you need somebody that's going to be animated, that's going to come out and play the kazoo, relax and just kick back and show you how to enjoy your teammates and be able to have fun and be here now. If you want just someone that's going to come out and read aloud to the children in your school, you can book Mr. Wally Amos. And the way that you do that is by reaching out. You'll see the information right here on the screen, which is Wally Amos, the Cookie Man, @gmail.com. You will hear from Trey, who is his personal manager, and she'll get back to you in a very timely manner within a 24-hour period.
You imagine nobody else. She ain't got time to manage nobody.
She's his exclusive manager because he's a lot to manage.
I was.
She was managing other people, but after she took Mr. Amos on as her client, she couldn't manage many more people outside of that. So he's a handful, okay? Make sure you book him and make sure that you order the cookies. The cookies are delicious, and I'm not exaggerating. It's not a sales pitch. You taste them for yourself, you will never order another cookie. Okay, thank you so much for tuning into the Kim Jacobs Show today. Thank you, Ms. The hula.
The luau
is the whole thing, but I go to the hula.
You was doing.
I was trying. Oh, I wasn't trying because you can either try, stand up, or sit down. Either you're doing it or you're not. So I was
You don't
doing the
try
hula. You don't try
You cannot succeed trying.
That's right. Because either you do it or you don't.
Right.
Do you get that?
Do it, do not.
So either you subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show or you don't.
Right.
Either you tell your friends about the Kim Jacobs Show or you don't. But don't say I'll try when I get a chance, right?
No, you will not.
So either you're going to support Wally Amos and his cookies and the new Aunt Della's cookie project, his final hoorah, or you don't. Go check them out. Thank you so much for tuning into the Kim Jacobs Show today, and have a great day.
Aloha,
Hi,
y'all. A Southern style.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
Thank you so much. This was fun.
Well, you know, because interesting.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of the Kim Jacobs Show and for being in the virtual studio audience. Your presence truly does make a difference, and I look forward to you bringing your friends and family to join you in the virtual studio audience Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you and make it a great day.